Okay, there are certain elements of a generalized measurement system. For example, you have a sensing element, a variable conversion element, a variable manipulation element, a signal processing element, a data transmission element, data presentation element. And this can be represented in some sort of table, but let me first try and explain it. So sensing element is mostly like a sensor. It's sensing an input in a way. So what I'm reading here is that there's this statement here: one must understand the difference between functional elements and the physical elements of measuring system. Functional elements indicates the only the function is performed. Physical element are actual components or parts. So there is that. And then the primary sensing element, this is the element which comes first in contact with the process and gives an output which depends on some sort of variable to be measured. So under the sensing element, the example given is something like a strain gauge. The more I read, the more I realize I don't even understand, like, this unit. I think I'm stupid or something. Then you have a variable conversion element. It has a variable sensing element of some kind, but then it will manipulate the input given. For example, you have uh, the output from a sensing element is the form of the very small displacement, which is difficult to measure mechanically. So you can convert it to a corresponding electrical signal with the help of a transducer called strain gauge for further properties. In addition, in case the output at one stage is in analog form and the next stage accepts input only in digital form, then we have an analog digital converter. And then they have given us the diagram which I was talking about. So in layman's, what I understood basically, I understood that we'll first sense, we'll have a sort of sensor which will then convert the elements to uh, 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 an output that maybe is readable or better to manipulate. After we have conversion, we can then manipulate the signal to our liking so that we can process it and then transmit it. And after it is transmitted, we can present the data in our desired form. So I thought in my mind all these things are connected, and that is why they can even be represented in a flowchart. So in our flowchart, we will first start with the quantity to be measured. It will start here. Let me first draw boxes. It will start here. And in this first box, we will have our sensing element. We will have our sensing element. I think I should have drawn all the boxes first. The sensing element will go to the variable, conversion element, then the variable, manipulation element, the data, transmission element we'll have here, then this will go back. So think about it. We already have our sensing element, and then we'll have our variable, conversion element. After that thing is converted, what else can we do it? We can manipulate it. So we can have a variable, manipulation element. After it is manipulated, we can have data transmission as well. Data transmission element. After transmission, we can have the presentation of the data, or the data can go directly into a sort of storage. So in here we have data storage or playback element, and we can access the data from storage. So either way it will be presented. The presentation element. After it is presented, it can then be given to the observer. That is it. That is the summary. This is the summary of the elements of a generalized measurement system, the functional elements of a measurement system. So that is it.